A couple of years ago, Malcolm, you probably would have said that North Korea seemed like the most unpredictable threat. Where is North Korea up to? What is it up to these days with its weapons testing program?
Well, look, I think whilst we're focused on Taiwan, we always have to keep an eye on the Korean peninsula. And the concern obviously is that Kim Jong Un in Pyongyang will go back to testing long-range ballistic missiles and even resume nuclear testing because they are rapidly developing their nuclear capabilities. North Korea, and I keep saying this in many interviews, but North Korea has no intention whatsoever of getting rid of its nuclear weapons. So our diplomatic efforts over the course of the Trump administration and whatever may ensue under the Biden administration won't lead to that. So what we have to recognise is that North Korea is a nuclear weapon state and we have to deter North Korea from using nuclear weapons coercively or in a warfighting sense. But certainly I think that what we are going to see is North Korea probably doing more ballistic missile tests and potentially another nuclear test at some point, in the next 1 to 2 years, I'd say.
Malcolm, out of interest, how has North Korea dealt with COVID? How has it been impacted by the pandemic?
North Korea is an incredibly closed society. There's very little information coming out. It's called the Hermit Kingdom for a reason. North Korea essentially, at the beginning of the pandemic, closed all its borders, particularly its border with China, and has been trying to prevent the spread of COVID into North Korea. It hasn't succeeded. There has been COVID spreading into North Korea, and we're just not sure of just how bad it is. But certainly North Korea's economy isn't in good shape as a result of the reduction in trade with China and the potential impact of COVID. And that generates a risk to the regime's grip on power. And so the key thing for Kim Jong Un and the regime is maintaining the grip on power, even above the well-being of the North Korean people.
And what is the relationship like at the moment between China and North Korea? I mean, how much support do we know does China give to North Korea?
Well, supposedly there are Western sanctions in place that China has supported, but at the same time, we do know that China is violating those sanctions and is allowing trade across the border. So although the border's closed, it's a leaky closure in that sense. And so we are seeing continuing trading across the border to a degree. And obviously there's a political power relationship between Xi Jinping and Kim Jong Un that is significant. And it's the question of really who dances to whose tune. The expectation, of course, is that Kim will observe Xi's requests and interests, but Kim is difficult to control. And I think the Chinese are equally concerned about North Korea doing something highly provocative as the rest of the world is.
Malcolm Davis, always appreciate your insights. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you.